One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
College football becomes more and more every year, more nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ear.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Now facing a third and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Madsen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Gators will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. To throw, it's Madsen. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Montgomery. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. The give on the counter. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abrams. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Gators have taken it inside the 20. Goes to the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here's the handoff. Ran through the contact. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gator!
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The RPO, it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Fakes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Madsen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet ball for them. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Bring in the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gonna run it. It's ball. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's McMillan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Commodores have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Brown. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Brown. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Gators! A great catch and run for 6. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Lowers those pads. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got rid of it just in time. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Hold defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right on target this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy,
he's got it. First down and more. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here we go. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air, setting up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? Pushes for the goal line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here we go. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's loose on the right. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, biggest game of the week and maybe the season. The top 2 teams in football, here's how it ended. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. 1 versus 2. Some were calling it the game of the century. Let's wait to jump to conclusions at least until the new poll comes out this week, men.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Gators. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 27.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. High the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Jukes his way for more. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's loose down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
56, Vanderbilt, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The Commodores are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.